The beginning of spring 1945 has seen increased movements and advances of the Baltic Unitary State, the last remaining member of the Axis, against Allied forces. We have expanded deeper into Poland, Warsaw has fallen, and Germany is in control. We haven't connected the supply hub just yet, but these will be upgraded pretty soon, and then hopefully this region here will have supply as well. We've inflicted some losses on the Allies and forced them to pull some troops back. I don't know if it's going to be enough to save the Soviet divisions, but for now, that's as far as we're going to go there. In the north, we have begun chipping away and encircling Allied divisions in the north to weaken their general front line, and we will attempt to break through in the south towards the port of Luya with the fast divisions once we have sufficiently weakened the front lines here and forced them to bring troops up into the north. We'll see if this plan works out. Right now we probably do have a chance here to cut off some divisions. We've got 2 mountain divisions here, but we have no idea how many defenders are there in this area. So we will wait for 2 more divisions to arrive. But we'll try to get across the river line in the meantime. And one thing that's been noted is that we actually have aerial superiority in northern Norway. The Allies have decided not to dedicate too much of their air force here. We've got 200 American fighters operating in the area against 400 of our own who are on air superiority. So that's surprising, and would open up possibilities of maybe landing paratroopers in, say, Tromsø. The thing is, I have neither transport planes nor paratroopers, so and these things cost a lot of aluminium, so I don't really have the resources. I can put one down out of resources basically, and sort of dedicate one factory to it if I can find one. That is, we can. These are fighters, are they? I think the Larka M2 were the Mark II Larkas. Were they fighters? Larka Mark II. Yes. So these were fighter planes. So I do like to focus a little bit on these. We could pull one more from the Cirques, because we haven't really seen a lot of action in terms of naval action. These 3 naval bomber wings are doing naval strikes, but we are having quite severe losses from AA and from accidents. So from air accidents. So haven't really done an awful lot there. We've got another close air support wing here and another fighter wing. These 2 can train up. We might set because nothing's really happened here. We could start running on port strike missions, but I think I'm just gonna go for training a little bit for a while. And do we have enough to start up we've got 15, but we're gonna need these for backfilling the depleted divisions here. So. Let's get them back up to strength, and then we'll do. Again, our air force is quite small, but we might have a chance here to run paratroopers if we can find a transport. Are we running low on trucks at this point? We are losing a lot to bombing, so I think we may need to, at some point, increase the production of trucks as well, unfortunately. So maybe we will put in 2 military factories somewhere. Let's put 2 here. 2, please. And slot that in for a slightly increased production. Obviously, this has to fall in somewhere in the middle. There we go. And we are building another port to give us supply in the north, but we can run a couple of additional operations in the meantime, and then hopefully we'll have enough air power to take northern Sweden and push all the way towards here, which is what we kind of need to take. So northern operation still focus of activities. We do have enough political power to hire a chief of navy, and naval speed is not bad. This just generally naval reformer for experience gain. I might go with him, honestly. 10% experience gain, because we don't really have any naval experience. Let's do that. The idea here being that I can eventually design a submarines, a more modern submarine. Are we researching anything in submarines? Just torpedoes at this point. But what have we researched so far? We do have the 1936 submarine. We can still go up to the 1940 submarine and get the snorkels and everything. But we could start with designing a. I don't have the naval XP for that and the resources, but when is that ever the case? So this would be just a very basic submarine with some torpedo launches, but I need 10 naval XP to actually even design the things, which I don't have. So that's something we could use increasingly to raid, to try and raid in the Baltics. But land operations being our focus at the moment. So let's we'll see if we can get across here. We're still getting reinforcements in. In fact, actually, we can send these reinforcements here and can just send these. So we get these 2 troops assigned here, send them there, and we get these 2 assigned here, send them there. And we will probably already launch the operation. There's a lot of troop movement going on right now, so let's begin the operation, and we'll see how much resistance we'll be facing. So that is a lot of divisions. I doubt that we get through that. Okay, abort that for now. We'll need more troops, and they're counterattacking, which is lovely. I'm glad they do that. I wonder if we can. So that's a lot of divisions. I wonder if we can. That's a level 2 fort, but let's see how strong they are in the south. Probing attack into this area here. Yeah, that's 3 divisions. That's not actually that much. So we'll see if we can break across there. And we have sunk another submarine. But let's see if we can break across here, and then maybe we can manage to cut some of them off. We will find out. But at least that pins these divisions and allows us to breach the river defenses here. This is not a river attack. Okay, that's good. So no, it's actually just going up to here. But this would have been a difficult proposition to make. So for now, we'll try to break through here and see if we can. Maybe we can cut off some of these divisions here. That would be lovely. But I doubt that we can manage to get there in time, because that's a lot of divisions in the north. It would be great if we could cut some of them off. But we'll see. We should have... Which air zone is this that we're fighting in here? This is still... oh, this is an attack outside, so we don't actually have... Okay, redirect the aircraft into this air zone, because that's where the attack's happening. So we should get some air support in a minute. There it comes. Okay, air support's incoming, and that should allow us to break through them quite a bit more easily. And okay, we've got 2 more divisions in place now. They can support this attack for now. And I think we can manage to get through there. I will see. They will try to reinforce that, but if we can get through before they reinforce, maybe we can bypass them and encircle this whole block of divisions in the north here. That would be great, but we'll see how that ends up. So we'll definitely get the mountain divisions to move on straight after this. And this division just to stay there. So in that case, we can actually send these 2 divisions across as well for defense. And they can try and run a pinning attack for now, but it's not gonna. It's just gonna slow them down a little bit, because we're also running very, very low on supply here. So we are at the edge of the supply lines. That port is going to be constructed in I have to make sure we're not losing that. In 12 days. So we've got 12 days. We've got 12 days to make this happen. And then we will actually have supply. So we can slow them down a little bit, but the Mountaineers should be reasonably quick in this terrain. I think they had. I think the mountain divisions in hills have plus 20% movement in hills. So they should be able to. They should be able to get across here faster, and they are definitely the ones I want to see. Cutting off the retreat of these supplies, of these troops here before Tromsø. Because if we can take out this block of troops there, and I do need to stop the assault now, to let my divisions recover. If we can stop this, there we go. So we've taken this position, and we're instantly getting counterattacked. So we are sending more troops in now. And yeah, one more division in here. But I would love the Mountaineers to move on, if they can. And as soon as the remaining divisions are there. And we'll try once again a pinning counterattack here. Okay, so Mountaineers can move on. Another division has taken over the defense. 3 divisions taken over the defense. And once again, we do need to... We can only do this for a little bit, but hopefully the mountain divisions are fast enough. Yeah, we need to stop that, otherwise defense is going to be a problem. Hopefully the mountain divisions are fast enough to break through there. That would be grand. And in a couple of days we will actually have... Okay, do they have defenders there? No, this is just the defense. We can try to pin them again for a little bit and see if we can give our Mountaineers enough time to close the gap here. That would be amazing. Now, air-wise, we are once again going to be fighting in northern Norway. So we need to redirect to northern Norway, challenge enemy aerial superiority there. This is only something we can do for a very limited amount of time here, this pinning attack, because of the sheer amount of opposition. So we'll stop that already. And we have pushed them back. Now the question is, can the mountain divisions make it there before they get reinforcements out? 8 days. Okay, railway gun researched, which means I could build another one, but not really having the interest in that right now, or the resources. It'd be good to have more, but let's... I'm still researching tanks. Basic armor is probably something that I'm gonna need, so I'll do that. And we have enough air experience. The question is, do I still want these? This is strategic bombing, which is not really something I do, because I don't have the range to hit their rear supply really. But this would be interception detection, and I think the other alternative, what we can use our air XP for, would be here, because we haven't really done this. I think given the losses we're having, veteran air instructors might not be a bad one, or continuous strike for centralized control is generally not a bad one, but air support mission efficiency plus 25% would be nice. That would allow us to become more effective in areas where we can actually conduct ground operations. The other one here, we're currently using aircraft surveys for reducing the accident chance, which is quite important. But I think that's definitely going to stay. Continuous strike or centralized control or veteran air instructors. I think I'm going to go with continuous strike, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. So we can try once again to run a pinning attack here. Just to make sure, because there's one division here that's been defeated, and the mountain divisions are on the way. 3 days for them to reach this position. And okay, they have now opposition here. So stop the assault. I thought that they had I thought that they had abandoned this area. We don't have any supply in the south here, and that's because even with full motorization, we are not going to reach. But once this is connected in 5 days, this should work much better. Although we do need the railway there as well. But for now, okay, Mountaineers need to break through there. That is essential. 2 Norwegian divisions that are relatively low on organization. Unfortunately, I can't run any more pinning attacks, or I'm running the risk of being cut off here. So we have defeated them there, and once again the mountain divisions are on the way. 2 days still. I'll risk another pinning attack here, just to slow them down a little bit, but they're also sending in reinforcements from the south, so we'll try to prevent that as well, and see if this is obviously we're not going to break through here, but this is just to try and close the trap. It's quite expensive in terms of losses, but it's the best we can do. And now I need to let these troops rest here, unfortunately. I will just have to hope that our mountain divisions are a day and 4 hours. Okay, we'll run one more pinning attack here to keep these troops here encircled and prevent them from moving on. But we'll try to get the mountain divisions there, and then we'll just hold out for now. Okay, I think. Okay, these divisions are completely out. They need to recover, otherwise they can break out here with ease. But the mountain divisions are there, so now we need to reorganize the front lines. And obviously they're now trying to break out. So these, I need a couple more divisions here. These guys definitely need to stay, but I do need reinforcements in the north here to prevent the mountain divisions from being overrun. So we'll send 2 divisions there. We'll leave 1 here, and 1 up in the north. That should be okay. The problem obviously is that these guys, they've got a lot of divisions here, and I hope that the Mountaineers can hold out here. We'll see. We are sending reinforcements. No, you need to stay. I am actually going to create a new front line here, and we'll get these 2 divisions on that. This division, this front line can now be removed, and we will get these 2 divisions onto the northern front line as well, but they need to move in to help this division on the southern front line. Okay, everybody dig in. Mountaineers on the northern front line, but we do need to get reinforcements in there before they manage to break out. And hopefully we can hold this position. We're now being attacked by tanks, so the Allies are definitely aware of the precariousness of the situation that they find themselves in here. But we will let these divisions exhaust themselves. They are now cut off from supply, which is going to make it very, very hard for them to run any kind of offensive operation. So we'll let them run a little bit. Okay, we do need to make sure that all the other divisions are staying on their front lines here. And I think we are clear mostly. So we've once again encircled a rather large amount of divisions, and I wonder, we might be able to actually take Tromsø from here as well, which would be a great benefit too. So that little cutoff has gone according to plan. We are damaging a couple of ships out there. I thought I sent the. Oh, I've still got the second air wing here. Yeah, these guys need to also train for now, and restock their strike force strength, because right now they're a little under strength. I've got another fighter and close air wing, but I don't have the airport size in the north here just yet. The port is completed, which means we should be having supply in the north. So let's instantly motorize that, and that should sort out the supply problems around here. Hopefully, Mountaineers are still out of supply and struggling to struggling to defend, but we'll let them dig in, and reinforcements are on the way. There are tanks attacking from the south. Is that yeah? We can't really. These are pretty well pretty strong tanks. Okay, Natus has been wounded. That is very unfortunate. But our air is doing a number on them. So they have 300 fighters in the air. We are not yet really shooting any of them down. But the problem is that our mission efficiency is too low because of the range and the luck thereof. And we might be able to improve that slightly by sending additional air crews in. I should have the command power. Yes, I do. So let's send additional air crews in, and that'll somewhat improve the mission efficiency. So the problem is that my planes don't have the range, and it's not just the range of the reaching the battle; it's the range of covering the whole zone that we're battling in. So with this airport, this is quite difficult. But let's take a very quick look just to make sure that nothing bad's happening elsewhere. It looks like there is an opportunity for the Germans to actually close an encirclement here, but I'm not going to get distracted just now. I am more right now. I'm focused on the northern operations here, and we just have to be careful if there are any naval invasions, because we have pulled the naval troops off the lines here. To assist with breakthroughs towards the port in the south. Once we have, actually, this might be an opportunity to. No, I want the air force. I want the air force not divided among these things. Okay, so let's see. Once these divisions here have somewhat recovered their strength, we will launch another assault. We now have supply for the mountain divisions. So we might actually just start the assault here. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Too many divisions. We need to encircle them first. So let's try to launch an assault with 3 divisions here, and let's see if that's happening. No, that's eight enemy divisions in there. So we need to let them starve a little bit. So we'll stop that first. But obviously the goal of the operation, and I do need another division here, the goal of the operation is to, are they cut off? Let's see if we can we take, yes, we can actually take Tromsø from here. So I am not sure they are cut off from supply, but let us take Tromsø, and already, this does stretch our troops a little bit, but we can already start, that would mean we're constructing the railway around the south. It's fine. We'll leave the railway out. I want to get the railway connection along the coast, ideally. Well, actually, you know, it's safer from naval invasions. So let's get the railway construction underway, and we have to repair an awful lot of damaged infrastructure from all the. It's this one. So let's get that underway. And then when we have the port in Tromsø, they should be completely out of supply in this area. Now, this is the question of how can we effectively... okay, they have defenses there. Let's support the attack. It's only 1 Swedish divisions, and we're still getting the Air Force in. I am keen to wipe out these divisions, but we need to make sure that they have no supply left. Because there is a lot of them, and I might even have to temporarily pull. I think I'm gonna have to temporarily pull 1st Army divisions. Yeah, let's do that. So the 1st Army divisions, I am going to bring north here, and your task is going to be to clear out this, because I think with my regular defensive divisions, these guys are entrenched in the mountains. It's not going to be that easy, so we might need some heavy artillery support. So I'm pulling the 1st off, and off the lines here, and we will, in fact, please do move there quickly. We will use them for now to wipe out things in the north here, but we may be able to take Tromsø, which would be a major blow to their supply in the area. They do have Narvik, obviously, so Narvik can still take on some things. But I want to make sure that these divisions here are not supplied. I don't think they are, but are they trying to break out? Yes, they are trying to break out. How out of supply? Oh, they are very much out of supply. Okay, so that's good. Once the first army divisions are in place, they can take care of mopping up this this little area there. And do I need the railway gun up there? No, it's fine. I think we can take them. There are no fortifications in the mountains, so the railway gun's more for the breakthroughs in the south there. But it'd be nice to take Tromsø. Does stretch our operations a little bit here, but we'll see if we can take it off them, and hopefully that would that's one supply hub secured that we don't need to worry about anymore. And I think they are starting to run very much out of supply. So once the first is in place, and they're back to strength mostly. They're just short on some support equipment and AA. But once they're in place and have regained their organization, and I think we're about to. Yes, we've taken Tromsø. Nice. So we'll defend Tromsø for now. Yes, the Swiss are attacking us. Can we have another airport anywhere closer? Airbase? No. There is an airbase in the area. I just don't know where it is. Do we have any intel on where that airbase is in northern Norway? The ports here along the coast, but I don't know where the airbase is. It might be near Narvik, maybe, but right now I don't think I can see any airbase. Is that an airbase? No, that's a fortification. That's Narvik. Yeah, I don't think we have the intel where the enemy airbase is here in the area. So, right then, we will just hold here for now. And I might have to. Okay, that division needs a fallback line in Tromsø just to stay there. They should be supplied because Tromsø is a port, and even though I have closed the sea lanes, it's a supply hub by itself. So we've got the first in place. All divisions are there, and there is a naval invasion. Who is attacking us? Okay, multiple naval incursions here across. What are we getting? The Greek, of course, against my dug-in divisions, who obviously have shore bombardment and aerial superiority, but they might be able to hold that because these are regular divisions, so they're taking quite some severe penalties. I do hope that they can hold it. Yeah, they're assaulting along the whole front line here, so I do have to keep an eye on that just to make sure that. Yeah, because we might need. I'll pull an additional division up north. Especially in Memel, especially in Memel, they're quite aggressive here, and I can't pull any supporting divisions out because they're all under assault. So we will bring one division from the south in that is helping on the Königsberg line, just to make sure we are defending Memel, and we have to make sure that the encirclement is complete. Yes, it is. First army is still is still sorting itself out, but this needs to. I'm not sure where the Greek are operating from. Probably from northern Poland. It's entirely possible that they have given up on Öland at this point. How long can they hold? 4 days. How long is it going to take this division to get there? 17 hours. So shouldn't be a problem. We'll just reinforce that quickly. And once that is defeated, once that naval invasion is defeated, then we'll send them back again to Königsberg. But I don't want to get the Greek to gain a foothold here. Okay, that's done, so they can get back to their original position. Yeah, that's where I want you to be. Okay, everybody here dig in. Naval invasion defeated. Back in the north. And I think the first army is ready to begin offensive operations. So let's get 6 divisions from the First Army on the attack here. And we'll see what that looks like. They are slightly out of supply, but I think the defenders are in a worse state here. So how's the yep, we've got 2 divisions in reserve, so we've got combat width for 4 divisions. And I think that's not a problem, so we can encircle them nicely here. Tromsø is holding. And once the first is done here, then we'll send them back down again to assist with the push through the south here. I wonder how many divisions the Norwegians have left, honestly. They have... I mean, we don't know... Yeah, we have no intel. We have absolutely no intel about them. We do need to do something about that, by the way. And I am thinking of getting an operative, but I also need to work on my war support, on my stability. And I have a long construction line of things that need to be finished here, so... it's going to be a couple. It's going to be a couple of fewer divisions once we are finished. Once we're finished with these here. So we do have green air, despite having a pretty bad mission efficiency. They have brought a sufficient number of fighters in now, so the British and the Swedes themselves are launching operations, launching air operations there. So we're on par at this point. The Allies have realized their mistake. And we are running out of trains. That is unfortunate. I did not see that being a problem for a while. Is that because we are still losing... I think Wilno here is the majority of the problem at this point. And that's because we don't have the anti-air in Wilno done yet. So let's prioritize that. That is probably why they are. Attacking there, because we don't have we don't have the anti-air guns up to cover that, and we are losing too much. So let's get that prioritized. Let's get the AA guns up in Wilno, and then hopefully that'll slow them down a little bit. How many planes are they losing here? To be honest, Wilno would be. Hang on, where's Wilno? Here, so that's the Northern Poland air zone. They are sending a lot of things, so it's not an awful lot, but I would love this to be more, because we are getting we're losing a lot of trains here in this air zone. So let's get more. Despite the fact is these are armored trains that can defend themselves and shoot back, as we can see, but. Let's deal with that. Okay, they are counter. Yeah, they're trying to save this and counterattack here. But I am already going to. I'm not going to move these 3 in actually. I'm just going to let these divisions here move in, and then we'll finish that off here. I was saying I might need an intelligence agency. Just to have an operative or 2, but it costs 5 factories. You know what? I'll do it. Okay, I'll do that next episode, because we're running a little over time. But having an intelligence agency and actually having an idea of what we're fighting here is going to be because right now we're flying blind. Is going to be a big benefit. So, how long is it going to take for these to get there? They are 2 days away. Once they've closed this, then we'll wrap up the encirclement here. But I'm just observing troop movements along the front lines, and just making sure. But yeah, having Tromsø is going to be big, because that'll allow us to potentially. I think if we take Narvik, they have no more supply. Where are the supply hubs in this area? There's one here. And there's Narvik. So they still have a supply up here that is running the northern front. They should be pretty out here on this line, though. So pushing them towards the river should not be too hard. The problem is we don't have supply either. But if we can focus the air force on this region, we might do a push in the south next. Okay, so we have We have now started the final engagement, and that's 10 divisions, I think. Yeah, 10 divisions all in all that are. Let's widen the front line by just. Okay, that's done. Torpedo launcher is done, so let's get the 1940 submarine hull researched. We can widen the front line a little. We're attacking from all sides now, and yes, this is 20 divisions. They've got 20 divisions in here. Well, that is going to be a big one pretty soon. So I think that's a loss that they're going to be feeling, and there they go. The reserves are just going to be taken down, I think, once if they're not reinforcing. So yep, there we go. And now it's just 2 divisions left, and they're gone. Okay, so that means we'll have a look at that little engagement. And that was a whopping almost 200,000 men defeated, and we should have captured a fair amount of equipment. Yes, we've definitely captured a fair amount of things. That'll help in general. So a couple of artillery pieces and everything. Yeah, that was a good encirclement in the north, and that means we can now think about how we're going to wrap this up. I've still got the fast movers in the south, so I am thinking we are facing tanks here, but. Yeah, I'm thinking of creating an intelligence agency next episode. That's not going to be around for quite a bit, so we might continue the assault there. Do we know anything about Sweden? No, we don't. We know absolutely nothing about Sweden. We know that they have a fair amount of airplanes, and the Norwegians, yeah, they have some, but. We'll definitely try. I do wonder where the airport is here in the north, but we're definitely going to try and see if we can maybe a push through the. I'm almost wondering if it's worth, given that we've got the supply here in the north now with Tromsø. We'll refocus. We'll hold in the south. We'll refocus our efforts in the north, because so far we've done better in the north, and we'll try to get the fast movers through the northern area, with some supply potentially coming in from Tromsø, to cut through here and cut off the southern armies. But I think that's a pretty tall order for the cavalry divisions. The other alternative is to push here, and with the original plan to go through the river lines. This has level 2 forts. And is defended, but we've got 3 divisions in place. We just don't have the supply here for much more. So we could do launch some probing attacks here with air support and see if we can get across in the south, and just generally keep them on their toes. Anyway, that was a big victory, and another step towards taking Norway and Sweden. They now have. What do they have? Belgians, a lot of Norwegians, some Swedish, but yeah, we might. I don't want to lose the momentum, but I think I really need an operative to be able to actually know what I'm fighting against. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.